Hey guys, UGX Terminator here, bringing you this week's new UGX mod feature, King of the Hill. Rather than sit here explaining it, I'm going to let you guys watch some gameplay of it straight away, and then I will come in after and explain what the hell is going on.
That was too freaking close! That was too freaking close!
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and play certain parts of that footage again, but this time with dampened audio, and I'll explain what's going on as you see it happen on screen. Right now what you're seeing is the hill in King of the Hill. For those of you who have played Halo Combat Evolved, Perfect Dark, Gears of War 2, or any other number of first-person and third-person shooters of the last 10 years, this concept should be very familiar. You have probably also noticed that there are guns floating around on the map. We have implemented weapon spawning similar to COD 4 old school mode, but with our own twists. There are two ways to play this mode, free-for-all or team versus team. At the beginning of the game, you'll get to choose which team you're on. There is no team balancing required. You can do a 3 versus 1 game if you really want to, and if all players choose the same team, it will default to free-for-all. All weapons are disabled, including the Pack-a-Punch and Random Box, just like in Gun Game. The only way you'll be able to obtain weapons is by buying them from old-school weapon spawns. Currently, we have a flat price of 750 points set with a 60-second cooldown time before it can be purchased again by anyone else. This style of weapon spawning should be familiar to fans of Doom-era video games. A hill will appear somewhere on the map. This hill has a radius, or range if you will. If you or a teammate are standing within that radius, you will begin taking control of the hill. You can see your progress at the top of the screen. If one or more zombies are inside the hill with you, it will slow down your hill capture rate. The more zombies in the hill, the slower it'll go. If you have more than one teammate in your hill, the capture rate will increase. You will gain 10 points for every second you spend inside a hill with an active capture rate. If an enemy team member is inside the hill's radius with you, the hill is considered contested and your hill capture rate will become 0. You will have to get rid of the contesting players to continue capturing the hill. If your team leaves the radius of the hill at any time, you will lose your capture progress. If you are able to fill your hill capture progress bar, you will capture the hill and score a point for your team. Your team will also receive a 250 point score bonus. Once the hill has been captured, it will respawn again somewhere else on the map, and it's a race to see who can get to it first. When developing King of the Hill, we were constantly thinking, how could we make things more interesting for you guys? The first thing we came up with is PvP battles. Yeah, you heard me right. You can now kill other players in zombie mode. I bet you're thinking, oh man, this is gonna suck, it's gonna be totally unfair, and I'm gonna get shot to death every 5 seconds, You thought wrong. We've put a lot of effort into ensuring this would be a completely fair and competitive experience. First, you can only kill another player if he's contesting the same hill as you. You can't just run around killing people as soon as you see them. Second, you have to do it with your knife. It takes 2 hits in succession to send an enemy player to last stand. From there, you have 2 choices. 1, you can wait for him to bleed out or be revived by his teammate. Keep in mind that players in last stand can still contest your hill. Or 2, you can choke him to death. What? I can choke that prick to death? Yeah, you can. By walking up to that enemy player and hitting your melee key, you can initiate a choke sequence. 2 progress bars will appear on your screen and the enemy's screen, and both of you will start spamming your melee key to fill the progress bars. The faster you hit that key, the faster the bar fills. The first one to fill his or her bar wins the choke sequence. If the player who initiated the choke won, the enemy in last stand will die and have to wait a respawn time. If the player who initiated the choke loses, he will immediately be killed and the enemy in last stand will be automatically revived. You should also notice in the footage that there is a kill feed in the lower left corner of the screen, which will help keep you up to date on who's killing who. We're also considering adding a host setting which will allow you to enable weapons to be used inside the hill radius. Another way we've implemented for you guys to annoy each other in this game mode is concussion grenades from Black Ops. Your team will be awarded 1 concussion grenade for every hill you capture. You can use these concussion grenades to stun and slow down enemy teammates, making them easy targets for both zombies and PvP kills. Although it's not shown in this video, you can also obtain Gersh devices from the old school weapon drops. These are very rare. If you throw a Gersh device near another player, it will start to suck them into the black hole along with all the nearby zombies. If they make it all the way into the black hole, they will be teleported to wherever the black hole teleporter spawned on the map, just like boss zombies. Also not shown in this video, we plan to make the HUD for this game mode much more stylish and functional. For right now, we just added text and simple progress bars to make the game mode playable and to display the data for you guys in the video. We plan to add an effect to better represent the radius of the hill. Right now, you just have to get close enough to notice when you start to capture it. And there will definitely be more added to this game mode, more than we can show in this video. Be sure to check it out in the upcoming update to the UGX Mod, version 1.1. Lastly, I want to mention that all donators to the UGX Mod website received exclusive early access images and videos of this game mode a week in advance. If you'd like to have your access to any exclusive content to an existing or future video, please consider donating to our website using the link in the video description below. Your donations fund our website directly and all future services we intend to provide directly back to this community. Thanks for watching the video, guys, and I'm sorry that it took so long to get it out there, but I think you'll understand why it took so long. A lot of testing and bug fixing has to be done in order to get a very smooth experience in a multiplayer environment with so many new and unprecedented gameplay aspects. A lot of stuff turns up when you turn loose 3 players who've never played the game mode before and they just start doing random shit. I'll see you guys again in 2 weeks, and don't forget to check out next week's community gameplay video. If you want to be a part of that, register an account on our forum and watch for the sign up sheet to be posted to the homepage. You can find a link to our forum in the video description.